tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Titans going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brandon, some backs just have the mentality that the more they touch it, the better off everyone is. And I think DeMarco Murray's one of those guys. Remember the season he had in Dallas in 2014? He's trying to recreate that now in Tennessee. And while he won't catch Ezekiel Elliott probably for the rushing title, he's locked in pretty well at number 2 and given a few extra carries to Derrick Henry now, too, as well.
Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Third and short yardage. Mariota got a man. It's right. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
First and goal from the 5. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there and doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leap downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Third and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kendall Wright, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0.
All right, here we go.
Carr now on first down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Carr now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, here's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Amari Cooper, he hasn't really had a standout performance for much in November or December. Fewer than 60 receiving yards in 6 straight games, but he's got the talent. Might be a little bit of a sleeping dragon as they approach the playoffs.
Yeah, and let's face it, he's had a lot of help this year from Michael Crabtree, who came into the league assuming the role that Amari Cooper has now, which is the #1 receiver. I think Crabtree has really found his niche as a #2 in Oakland. He takes a lot of pressure off of Cooper. Wait till playoff time. Those two together, that could be a lot of trouble for whoever they're playing.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And his kick is right through. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. To return, this is Mark Mariani. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. So many times when I've been working with you, you've talked about a quarterback dropping it in the bucket on a deep pass.
Oh, boy.
You know where I'm going, right?
I know where you're going.
Ezekiel dropped his body into the bucket. There was this charity bucket behind the end zone against Tampa Bay after scoring a touchdown. How cool was that?
I thought it was one of the greatest celebrations for a touchdown I've ever seen. And you know what? It's a good charity. Money going to feed families during the holiday season.
Yes.
And the numbers have shown that jump into the bucket has helped the bigger jump into the bucket to feed those families. So very cool. He sets the fire deep. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 35 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Here's Mariani. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the... the 34-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Hey, we're going roll, baby. Alert! Alert! We ready? Zebra! We ready, baby. 18!
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for...